said that we had a snafu, so I had to fix that. So all right. That was not good. That's not good at all. Uh, Damn, this is really messed up here. Okay. No, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. It's killing the picture. The pictures that my live stream's not going through. Can you hear me all right, Casey? I have a blank picture on mine. I don't. My screen's not working. My YouTube screen. Can you see me? God. Wow. All right. All right. Hold on one second. No. All right. Well, I am seeing a blank screen on mine. It says live, but there's no picture. Well, that is interesting. Well, yeah, now there's a picture, but it just went. Okay. Well, that is really, really weird. All right. Well, I can see it. I can see it on my phone. So I guess that's good enough. I had to resend her the link. Yeah, I got my screen is black. It's, but then when I run over the timeline, I can see myself on the screen. That is bizarre. All right. Wow. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to hope for the best. Hey, Phil. Okay. That is bizarre as hell. Yeah, it's absolutely let's see, I could actually show you. Yeah, it's black screen. Wow. Ain't that something? I, I'm gonna see if I can open up another screen. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can open up another channel. I'm gonna see if all my YouTube is down. No, it's let's see. Yeah, the whole screen's down. It's black when I go into another stream too. Huh. That's a weird one. That's one for the books. Let's see if I can actually see anything else. Just a regular channel, just a regular post. Nope. Can't see any regular post either. Well, that's a weird one. All right. Doesn't matter. As long as you guys can see me, we're all good. So that's all that matters. Uh, Probably just a glitch. All right. So now the horse, the course, the bad thing is, yeah, that is. Oh my God. Let me see if man, this is really, this might be worse than I think. Yeah, this is worse than I thought. So all my advertisements went to the first show, and the first show only lasted an hour and a minute 26. Wow. So I'm totally screwed here. I'm totally screwed. Hopefully everybody will come into my channel, and once they see that I'm not there, they'll come back and see this. Wow. All right. Uh, all right. If you guys can share me out, that'll be the best thing I can hope for. Um, Hopefully people will find, once they see that I'm going live, they'll come in anyway, so they know that. Um, all right. So let's get this party started. Welcome to 8 Questions With. I'm your host, Patrick from Half Cheetah Will View. Our guest tonight will be the return visit of Kristy Adams from Nightmare Toys. Speaking of nightmares, this is one for me. I have absolutely no idea where my screen's at. My monitor just went completely dead. So we are talking on the phone, and so while I'm doing that and recovering, and hopefully for the best, I sent Kristy another link to come to here, so she'll be here shortly. So wow, this is really disconcerting. So anyway, we will tell you what's going on. First of all, I want to say thank you for last night. We had Mariah Owen was here. We had sensational talks. This has been just an amazing week here on the channel. First, we had Dave McLean on Sunday. This was an awesome interview. And then we had Celine Silver on Tuesday, and of course Mariah yesterday. And we're still not done yet. We still got Kristy Adams here from Nightmare Toys. And then on Saturday, me and the Cheetah were on the road to see our friend Gorophobe on the Gore Show on Saturday night. Next week, we are busy, busy, busy as we have 4 shows. I decided, since instead of leaving it dark, oh, here comes our guest. So let me get her. There she is. Hi, Kristy.
How are you?
Well, I have something bizarre happen to me.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, so what happened is my when I went to hit StreamYard to bring it up, to see my monitor, the show on the monitor, it went completely black. I don't see anything. I see you now, and everybody else can see you. They can see us, but I can't see us.
Yeah. You
That
can.
is yeah, that is bizarre as hell. So I think what will happen though, I think what will happen is that people will come in, well, they'll share us out, and then they'll see that I'm live now, and they'll find us here this way. So that's, yeah.
That's
We're
pretty
still good, but it's just weird because I'm looking at a dark screen now.
right.
Um, but I can still see you. I can still see the chat, so we're all good. Greetings, everybody. I'm gonna have to tell this once again or two. Hopefully, Phil's still in the chat. Those who can share us out, please do, because the original link, um, it went kapooey, so I had to restart it. So at the last second, so that's why.
Good
So I
for
need some help,
technology.
huh?
The
It,
booster
it's
for technology.
You know
I'm
what it is.
oh,
I know exactly what caused this, and you do too, actually, Kristy.
what?
Who did I ask you to bring along as your
Uh,
co-host here?
oh,
Hell yeah, that's what I should have known. Oh, there he is. Oh, Black Phillip Funko Pop. You know what? It's Black Phillip's fault. That's
yeah,
what it is.
we'll blame him. Usually around here, I usually blame Ghoulies, but we'll blame him today.
Yeah. Does he have green eyes?
No, it's like yellow.
Yellow. Okay. I was gonna say if it was green eyes, I'm out of here.
No,
It's just
yellow.
too bizarre. Uh, yes, that's right. I asked her to bring up Black Phillip to hang out with us today. So wow. You look great.
Thanks.
Glad you're back. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. I put on my leprechaun pin for you.
Nice, nice,
I
nice.
had on another shirt. I had on a shamrock shirt, but I went and got my hair done earlier today, and it got wet and stuff, so I took it off and I put this on. I was like, "Oh wait, it's not green." So I put the pin on.
Hey, that works for me. That works
Yeah.
for me. Um, yeah, that's right, Al. Live deliciously. That's right. Well, now I'm sort of living. I'm living blankly here.
You
Um,
never see him? Okay, I'm trying to.
it. I no. I see everything but my monitor. My Yeah. So, but it's weird. It's like when I scroll my mouse over it, right, for the timeline.
Uh-huh.
I can see us. So I'm really hoping that the end of the show, when I hit, replay, put it back on the screen, it will pop up. It just won't be a blank. Won't be a blank. It's recording it. I just hope that it will upload that way.
Right.
Uh, yeah. So I have to say that I absolutely love the picture that I used for this show.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
That is such an old school Hollywood type picture.
I was laying on the couch, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, because I have a couple on that couch. I was trying to remember that was the one me laying. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so everybody knows. So the Halloween, all my pinup photos are done by the same photographer, Michelle Starr. She's here in Vegas. She's awesome. Um, the Halloween ones though are done in her house. Like that's her living room all the time. So all the stuff on the walls and that couch and the
Right.
coffin and all that stuff, that's her house.
Wow, that's a beautiful house.
Yeah. Now all the other shoots and all the other photos I've done have been at other houses here in Vegas, like old retro houses and old 50s, 60s houses and different cool little spots here in Vegas. But the Halloween ones are all in her house though. So that's her living room. It's her coffin in her living room. That's the couch. I mean, it's great. It's so cool. And she's fun.
Um, yeah, well, who came up with the idea? I mean, did you come up with the idea for the look for those pictures?
No, I mean, literally, like I said, that's just her living room. And
Uh-huh.
I know what it looks like. So, and I know, so I usually just, come up with outfits accordingly, that I know I want to take pictures with, the certain spots in her house. She has a room upstairs I have not taken pictures in yet. But Lena Scissorhands on Instagram, she's lead singer. Oh my god, I can't remember the band right now. Anyway, she's hot and she's done photos in that room and it's a whole bunch of scary dolls. It's like a doll room of just scary dolls.
Oh,
I really
ooh.
would like to take some photos in that room. I haven't done that yet.
Do,
Uh,
do scary dolls bother you?
no,
No.
no,
Does any of those figures inside Nightmare Toys, do they ever like, other than our buddy there sitting next to you, other than him, do they ever creep you out at all?
no, not really. The only time I got freaked out a couple of times was when the store was in Alabama. And I always forgot that I had the one mannequin. I had it. think I had it dressed up as Pennywise. Yeah, it was dressed up as Pennywise. And sometimes I forgot that it was there, and that kind of freaked me out when I'd come in, the lights are off, and it does look a little, it is spooky in my stores though at night when the lights are off. So that's fun. But other than that, no, I haven't really been scared or anything like that. I'm sure Chucky's running around making sure everything's good.
I don't know. See, Chucky doesn't bother me as much as
No?
Black Phillip. Black Phillip bothers me though.
Yeah?
See, yeah,
That's the first I've ever heard of that. Usually,
but in a good way. I love him because he's just absolutely fantastic.
yeah.
Um,
He's
last time you and I talked, we were talking about Black Phillip, the Funko doll, and you mentioned the Funko Pop, and you mentioned that it sold out really, really fast.
yeah.
And now, do you ever go? Do people ever bring stuff to you like a resale, like a disc replay, or they ever bring their collections in for you to buy so you can
Uh,
sell them back, or you just strictly deal with all new?
yeah, it's strictly new. I do have one or two guys that do come in, and I'll give them store credit. They'll come in and bring me movies, maybe DVDs or VHS. But other than that, we're strictly just new toys. But I'll take movies.
Okay.
But we do have another store called Big Bang Toys. That store we do take people's toys and do trades and all that fun stuff. We do
Oh,
that.
okay. Now, is that new since the last time we talked to you last?
Well, no, I run Nightmare Toys. So it's me and Phillip, we run Nightmare Toys, and then his brother and his wife pretty much run Big Bang. But we all own all of it. Um, so I'm just always, talking about Nightmare Toys most of the time, just because that's me. Big Bang is more of everything else, like Star Wars and DC and comics and like everything. So if you're really nerdy and you're into more than just horror, that's the store.
Right, right.
We took it over from Bill, who owns the Days of the Dead conventions. It was his store. And then when we moved here with Nightmare Toys, we ended up taking over that store as well. He sold it to us. He didn't want to do that anymore because he wanted to focus on the Days of the Dead conventions. So
Right.
there you go.
Uh,
So we have two stores.
so I mean, it's been pretty interesting watching Vegas since we last talked. It seems like Vegas has gone in hyperdrive since we talked last.
Yeah,
Uh,
everything's pretty much opened up. I mean, it's pretty normal now. We don't have to wear masks anymore either, so that's cool.
uh, uh, now, I mean, people just must be coming in droves back to the store. People want to get out, and that's
Oh,
really one good thing about Vegas is it's the way where you're located at. You're centrally located, so people don't have to really drive. They don't have to really look for you. You're right there,
yeah.
and so I'm sure that has just been it must be like great Christmas all over again.
Yeah, really we get more people from out of town than in town that come to the store. Like we
Yeah, I
get
think.
so many people that just fly in, like some every day. Oh, we came in from where? And we came in from this place, and we came in from that. I mean, and people drive from California, Arizona, Utah. I think that people drive from Texas to come to Vegas and come to the store. So
Yeah, I can see that. I definitely see that. I mean, you guys have just become a destination, and you know what? That is
yeah,
absolutely what you want to be. I mean, if you're a business, you want to be right there. It's like people come to you because they're coming to you. They don't care about anything else. It's not like walk around the street and going, "Oh, what's this store? Let's go ahead and take a look at it." It's people coming in and going like, "I got money in my pocket. It's burning a hole in it. I'm going to Nightmare Toys." And so, and of course, word of mouth is got to be
oh yeah,
incredible as well.
yeah. And like I said, we have the other store too. So if you're into all kinds of toys, we got you covered in all directions.
Right,
um,
right.
so yeah, and we're trying to get the bar open. Everybody keeps asking about that.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that too. That was the last that we were talking about that last time. But you mentioned that was not going to be. You said the restaurant would be open first, and then the bar would be open. I
Well,
think
no,
you
it's the
mentioned
same
that.
thing. It's a bar restaurant.
Right. Are you going to be able to open it all at once? Or are you going to try to open? Are you going to soft open the restaurant and then the bar? Or are you going to try to do just both at once?
It's all together. It's a bar restaurant.
Okay.
It's not separate. So it would be all together.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I meant by that was I thought you would serve food first. You already have your liquor license then?
No, not yet. That's a lot
Oh,
harder to get than anybody thinks.
no, I understand that. It takes a
We're
lot of
ready.
money.
This is the issue. We should have been open in October. That's when we should have been. That's what we were focused on, and that's what we were trying to do. Didn't happen. Hasn't happened because we have kitchen equipment and other equipment that we need. Oh boy. Oh, I should have turned that off. I'm sorry. That we need to finish stuck in shipping containers. Like everything else in the world is stuck in shipping containers, and no one wants to
Right.
open shipping containers and do their job so we can all have stuff. And this is why there's a shortage of a lot of stuff. And so that's literally been the delay. We're waiting. And you can call the East Coast, West Coast, wherever coast my stuff's on, and they're
Close
like,
to the
"Yeah, I
first.
don't know. It's going to be 15, 30 weeks."
Wow.
And they've been telling us that since September.
October,
No,
September.
September.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're paying rent on something that's not open, obviously. So we can keep it open and keep doing this, but it's crazy. All this waiting and crazy things going on in the world right now.
Well, can you open? Does that include the restaurant and stuff? I mean, can you open the restaurant without the bar, or you have
No,
to wait? Or you still
no,
wait
it's all together. The bar and the
I,
restaurant is one space,
I
so no
know.
one can do that. No,
Okay. Oh,
no,
you know what? Okay.
no, you can't do that.
I know that. I know a lot of places. They want to get their liquor license. They might be dragging along, but they have to get open to do something. So they
Yeah,
open up their little eatery first, and then once the license comes through, then they do a re-grand opening and whatnot. Um, so
no.
yeah, that sucks because that was one of the questions I was going to ask you is did you get the bar open? Because that was you because you were expanding the store.
Yep, not yet.
We'll definitely keep our fingers crossed for that for you for sure. That's but otherwise business is just booming though. So that helps, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
still, I
Nightmare
mean, but you're
good.
still thinking of the lost revenue. Everything gets put on hold while you have to wait. Um, Hopefully it'll get open soon. I mean, now that we all reopened up, now that things will go a little bit faster. Now they'll bring the chips in a little faster and unload them a little quicker, because nobody wants to sit out
Fryer.
there, huh?
We can't even get a fryer right now. There's no fryers at all to purchase.
Wow,
Nowhere.
that is crazy.
Yep, it is crazy. Yeah, it's frustrating.
Wow, but you know what? That's the lack of American made. That just shows you the weakness of our infrastructure, our business infrastructure. No companies here in America make those things anymore. They all have to be imported.
Yep. And
Sort
now
of.
everything's stuck in shipping containers and we can't get anything.
Right. Hey, greetings, Big Al. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back. We're
Thanks
talking to
for
Kristy Adams, the owner and operator of Nightmare Toys, and she is here. So glad you're here, Al.
I turned
Um,
my comments on, so now I can see what everybody's saying now.
yeah, we've been getting a lot of new faces into the show. A lot of into in the chats. So a lot of new faces are here. They're probably meeting you for the first time. From because they weren't here for the first show. So, yep, glad you're here. Glad you guys are here. So how was Christmas? I mean, how was that? That was
Christmas was
good.
good. Christmas was busy. It's Christmas.
Right.
It's
Right.
good.
Vegas is just insane. I mean, I've talked to a lot of artists since you and I talked last that are in Vegas now, and they're saying how just busy it is. It's things that really seem to be popping. It seems really on the rise. I mean, before you see a few projects here and there in Vegas, but it seems to be a lot more consistent as far as like with
Yeah.
film production and TV productions.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and even, like you just said, art and all that. We're in the arts district, and there's so many new little shops opening up down there, and a lot going on now. So it's good.
David's saying shipping containers seems like a cop out excuse anymore, not from retailers, from distributors. I mean, yeah, I'm with you, David. I don't think it's quite as that.
Well,
I don't think it's quite as you can't just sit there and blame totally everything on the ships on the off the shore. Um, I
well,
know.
for us it is though. I mean, it
Yeah.
really is an issue. It's a problem. I mean, there actually was a shortage of Halloween decorations. I'm not sure if some people noticed, some people didn't, but there was a shortage of that.
Oh, I just thought our friend Derek from Halloween PDX. I thought he just bought them up.
it,
It- Yeah, I thought it was. I thought that was Derek's fault. I didn't even think about that. Um,
it is crazy. Even the people that, again, the people at the shipping containers. I mean, none of them are doing their job either. I do know of a company that had to pay them thousands of dollars to get their container open so they can get their stuff and so we can all get their stuff. So it's an issue. It's a problem. It's a problem across the board.
yeah, yeah. I don't know what people are dragging their ass for. I mean, they're making
'Cause
good
no one
money.
wants to work.
Well, I think people work on the docks.
Literally,
I
there's a
think the
lot.
people on the.
No one
Uh,
wants to work.
I thought that I think that the docks are controlled by the union, so it's not like those guys aren't making cash. They're making big money. I don't know what. It's just almost like you're right. It's almost like they're just dragging their feet and not really working hard. You know,
No, I
if
mean you literally have to
I'll
kick
just
them out
I'll go union speed.
for them to do something.
I'll go union speed, and I'll be here for weeks doing this, making the money. It's probably more like it. Um,
It's
so
crazy.
I see you, like you said, you've done a new calendar since we talked last.
Oh,
Um,
wait, I'm sorry. David just made a good point.
let's
I
see.
totally agree. We need to find the cargo ship with all the NECA figures. Yes, I agree.
He's been waiting. Yeah, he's been
We
waiting for his
we
Myers
need to
Loomis two
get NECA to
pack.
move their ass.
Mhm.
That's what we need to do too.
That's right. That's right.
That's all I'm
Um,
gonna say about NECA. All right.
yeah, I noticed that. I noticed. I looked at the shop and I noticed that you have a lot of new. There's some new companies coming out with figures, right? Migos and
And Migo, the Migo figures are becoming very popular now with everybody, and I love them. They're really fun. And then Trick or Treat Studios is coming out with tons of figures. I mean, they're about to, excuse my French, but they're about to kick ass.
you already hooked up with them. So
I,
all the new figures are rolling in, and I see you're having a big sale as well.
yep,
I
you
thought
know
that
me.
was really Yeah, I thought that was cool, man. I looked on the site and I'm going like, wow, man, they're just busting it out.
I like
Um,
having sales for everybody on holidays and different holidays. So always expect pretty much a lot of the holidays for us to have a sale. That's just I like doing that.
a company called Tots is killing it.
Yeah, Trick or Treat Studios.
Oh, Trick or Treat. Okay, yeah. Um, that's awesome. Now, what is the difference between a NECA and Halloween Studios? Is there what are people are looking for? I mean, is it a difference in quality, how they're made, or is it availability? And how do you market it?
All of the above.
All of the above.
NECA NECA's just been around for a long time, and they're just figures that everybody collects that are a reasonable price, and you can get them at Walmart and Target. And Trick or Treat Studios, you do not get at Walmart and Target, thank God. And I know they won't do that, thank God.
So,
um, and they have different stuff. They started out doing masks. They were a mask company, and now they have evolved into figures and costumes and props and all kinds of stuff now. So
the figure market is just, I mean, it seems like even when we talked last, I mean, I thought it was pretty booming when we talked last, but it just seems at a whole different level now, since we talked. I mean, it's just like I've seen some of the, I mean, they got some really unique pieces that are out there now. do the companies ever come to you because like they know like Vegas when to the market when they look at the Nevada market they look at Vegas. They know that you have a big store, move mass volumes. Do they ever approach you individually, Kristy, and ask for deals and to distribute or sell their products, or is it how does
No, I mean we pretty much order from most all companies already that you can pretty get wholesale stuff from. Only people that ever contact us are like independent artists that want their stuff
so
in the store.
like and like let's say a new figure comes out, like a new Michael Myers comes out, and like sometimes Target or Best Buy or Walmart will get that exclusive, exclusive to this store. I was just wondering if they came to you and said exclusive to Nightmare Toys Michael Myers, and maybe instead of a black shirt like everybody else has on their model, he comes up with a purple shirt or something like that because it came strictly from you.
No, I'm not big enough for that. I wish though.
Um,
One
I
day
think
we'll have an
one
exclusive
day.
something.
Um, so they do great masks, but I appreciate the makeover tutorials on Nightmare Toys YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Dylan. Yeah, Dylan's awesome. Yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.
yeah. Speaking of YouTube channels, you guys launched a podcast.
I'm sorry.
You guys
Do
launched a podcast.
the podcast? Yes.
Yes. Talk to us about your podcast.
Usually it's me, Phillip, Brian, and Dylan. Sometimes it's just three of us, depending on the day and what's going on if someone needs to be out in the store. But yeah, we'll talk about a movie and then we just give y'all updates on what's going on with Nightmare Toys and where we're gonna be at for conventions and all that and that's really about it. It's just giving everybody our opinion on movies. So everybody
Well, Well, yeah, but you guys' opinions got to be a little bit of people are probably tuning in to catch that, because you guys are probably the masters of the macabre. So it's like, let's see what Kristy and Phillip and the crew are thinking today. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think about that new movie X coming out? You think it's going to be good, or you think it's going to be typical A24 overkill?
I don't know. I really haven't. I have to be honest. I haven't really. I only watched the trailer once, and it's been a minute, and I can't even remember what it was. To be honest with you, I try not to watch me trailers. Um,
You
I don't
just
know.
watch.
I honestly, I've gotten at a point where just a lot of new movies just don't even excite me. So I just don't even like. I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll watch.
Yeah, yeah. See, I'm with you. I looked at it too, and I'm just looking at it like, what? It's like,
I don't know.
what? It's like,
I don't know. The best
well,
thing for me right now that I am excited about is the Chucky series. I love the Chucky series. They've done a really good job with that. So that I'm excited about. I'm excited for season 2.
yeah, I'm waiting for that. That's going to be coming out here in a few weeks. April 12th, I think it's coming out for home release.
Mhm.
Um, what did you think? What was your impression of that series, Kristy? What did you like about the first season?
Um, for me, I think that they did a really good job on doing a continuation story. There's a movie or two out right now that they tried to do that and they failed epically, in my opinion.
What was that? What were they?
Halloween. Halloween for one thing. It's just awful. Um, I hate Halloween 2018 and Kills. I absolutely hate it. It's trash.
What about the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, not good at all. No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Not good at all.
I happen to agree with you on both counts.
Chucky did good. Chucky did good with the story. That's my problem with all these movies. The story is horrible. It needs to be rewritten. I don't like it. I don't like how they changed things up and made things ridiculous. I don't know. I don't want to
But
get into
I will defend Halloween though for the. I think I just probably made my whole chat just fall down right now by saying that. I will defend Halloween because it's really interesting because I've always been torn with it. Like, what is he? You know, And so we had Sandy Johnson on the show a few weeks back, and she played Judith Myers in Halloween '78, the first victim of Michael Myers. And I asked her, I said, what is Michael? What is Michael? Is he human or is he supernatural? And she said, both. And it got me thinking about that. It got me thinking about that. And this is my theory. This is the theory that I came up with. And it's not the first one. I'm not the first person that thought about it, but it sort of makes sense. Um, what if he was taken after Halloween 2? What if the Shamrock Company got a hold of him? Silver Shamrock Company got a hold of him and made him into a supernatural being. I mean, it would make sense because they put an Easter egg in Halloween Kills, and they put an Easter egg of Halloween 3 into the movie.
Right.
So there is a slim chance that to me, if you really want to do it right, you bring that into Halloween Ends. You bring that he was created, because otherwise it's the same thing with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? Like if he's not supernatural, then he's like 70. He was 21, and then you add the years on. I mean, he's like 80 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, honestly. I mean, no one's gonna believe that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I don't know. It would have been cool if they just stuck with the storyline though and came off of part 2 for Halloween. I would have been good with that. I hate that they changed the whole story now. Now they're not brother and sister, and now I mean, to me, he's just like a Jason. I mean, I don't know. I don't like it. um, I- he was mysterious in the original, and I like that. And now he's not mysterious anymore, and he's not scary. He's just ridiculous to me.
right.
Before he just didn't die. That was his thing. He just didn't die. We don't know why he just doesn't die, and that's cool. I don't want to know why. He just doesn't die. And
No, I think
and
he's
all he did was
supernatural.
stab people and choke people and cut people. That's all he did. That's all he needed to do. And now he's all over the place, throwing people, doing this. And I mean, I don't know. I just don't like what they're doing with it. And she's ridiculous. I feel like H2O was a perfect ending, in my opinion. It made sense.
Yeah, I did too.
None of this makes sense. And
I
I
did
feel
too.
like a lot of people just like it because they think the gore and all that's great, which, yeah, it's fine, but it doesn't make a good movie.
JJ's coming in. Welcome, JJ. He says he's the Dick Warlock character from Halloween 3, and his mask is a silver shamrock. I think that's where it's going. That exactly after Sandy Johnson said that, like he's both. That's what I came up with. I'm sitting there, well, like, absolutely makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way he could do what he's doing. He's not human anymore. Because otherwise, like I said, he'd be 80 years old. He'd be touring with the Rolling Stones or Kiss. But now that he was, after Halloween 2, he went to the Silver Shamrock, and he was, maybe supernatural. Maybe he's cursed. Maybe he was raised up. Who knows? Maybe they'll explain that. But it explains why and explains why and how he was able to move from place to place so fast. Like,
I'm good with that, but they didn't do
yeah.
that.
Huh?
I'm good with that, but they didn't do that.
No, not yet. But I think that's how they're going to end it. I think they're going to end it with they're going to because it does two things. One, it allows them to keep the character going if they want to, and two, and they will. Halloween ends. Halloween's going to only end for one person. That's going to be for Laurie Strode. But for Michael Myers, he's going to keep going. They just got to come up with something new for him to do. But he'll maybe I don't know, maybe Laurie's granddaughter will pick up the mantle. Laurie Strode might die. I hope not. I hope she gets away, but maybe she dies and the granddaughter picks up the trail and goes after him for the next trilogy. It's just making way too much money for them just to end it.
I don't know. I hope they do end it.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
you
already
like
say
to see that.
political with it, so
but isn't it good though? I mean, aren't you in one sense though, as a business owner, as for if I'm you and Nightmare Toys, I don't want the series to end. I want it to keep going because they'll come up with new figures and new characters and whatnot, and
Yeah,
that's gonna be
you're right. I get it, but yeah, it's hard for me because I'm both ways. I'm a business owner, but I'm a fan too. So, I mean,
right.
there's always going to be Michael Myers merch, whether there's new movies or not, um, but as a fan, I'm good. They need to stop. They need
So
to stop.
now, did you see upsurges? Did you see upsurges in business when the Chucky series came out and Michael Myers came out? Did a lot of people come in, looking for those products? I mean,
Well,
that must
yeah,
be,
yeah.
yeah.
Sold the Halloween Kills mask like crazy. Sold well over 1,000.
Holy crow! How much were they running?
They go for like $60.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome! You guys are cranking. You guys are cranking.
Well, Trick or Treat Studios makes the masks, so and we just get them from them.
Right, but
Yeah,
you sold over 1,000 of them.
yeah, yeah. A lot of people rehaul them and do different things with them. So, as a lot of
Yeah.
people apply
Do
for
you find?
time.
Do you have to? Do you find yourself when a new hot product comes out? Do you limit the amount of how much someone will come buy? Like if I came in there and said, "Well, I got you got your new Halloween Studios Michael Myers. I want to buy 40 of them." Do you sit there and say, because they're
Yeah,
just going to be resold?
yeah. Yeah, we put a limit on things now because people were buying up way too much of our stock and trying to, especially when we would have sales, then people would go and buy 30 Funko Pops, and then all of a sudden we don't have any stock. So we kind of had to put a stop to that. I know to some people that might not make sense because you're like, oh, well, don't you want to just sell all that? Well, of course, but you have to understand that a lot of this stuff, you can't just get like this. It's not happening. So it sucks when everybody buys up your entire inventory of stuff, and then all of a sudden you don't have anything for so long. So we did put a limit on things. We had to do
Good
that.
for you. Good for you. Let's see. We got a couple of questions here.
People
A
buy a
couple
whole
comments.
bunch and then turn them, and I hate it when people do
I
that.
hate that. I hate resellers. I
I do too.
do.
I hate it. Happens all the time though.
Um, See, David's mentioning here the David Gordon Green trilogy will end, but there will be more movies that will retcon the trilogy. I don't know if they'll retcon it, but I think they'll pick it up and go a different direction with it. I don't think they can retcon it. I don't think people will really go for a retcon. I think they'll just go for a progression. And then JJ mentions to you, will Nightmare Toys do promos or anything to promote Valentine's Bluffs?
I have been. I promote
Oh,
Valentine's Bluff. You gotta be following my Instagrams and all that too. I promoted a whole bunch because I'm in it. So I promoted a lot. I have. The Indiegogo campaign is finished now. The post Indiegogo campaign. I mean I've put stuff on Nightmare Toys, yeah. Once it comes out, they're not done editing it, so it hasn't came out yet. Once it comes out, there'll be more info on it.
speaking of the Instagram page, let's go slightly off topic because I was really disappointed to see that you're still having some shit on your channel, on your page. Um,
I don't know what's
you know,
going on.
I
Instagram.
just I don't understand that. I don't. I just am at a loss for it because everything that you post is really like I said, the picture that I used to promo for this picture for the show here, it was so classy. It was very cool.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
it's like I mean I
It
saw that picture. I'm going like, oh hell yes,
it's a combination of trolls reporting me and Instagram itself is what the problem is. Instagram's giving everybody problems. Everybody's having problems with Instagram with all kinds of different issues. I have no idea, like recently with me not being able to go live again, that I
Mm.
don't really understand because I haven't gotten flagged recently for anything on either one of my Instagrams. So I was kind of surprised by that. Um, I still can't go live. I wanted to earlier and I still can't. I don't know why. I really haven't gotten flagged recently. It's been a minute.
I don't know why you would get flagged at all. I mean, everything that you've done, I've seen a lot more risque pictures, but again, they're people with like 100,000 followers or something like that, and they get away with it because they're so big, and it's just like a small page such as yourself in comparison. Of course they're going to bully you.
Well, I mean, I get flagged on my Nightmare Kristy, which obviously has a lot more followers than my private page. And they're connected. So when I'm getting flagged a lot on one, it affects both. So that happens too with the Instagram. And what Instagram does is it's reading like what I write out. I notice a lot of girls can write out like click the link in my bio. My OnlyFans link is this. My whatever, and people can put their links. I can't do that. Every time I do something like that, and I'm just trying to advertise just so people do know that I do have these other accounts. Um,
Right.
Instagram picks it up and deletes me immediately. So when I'm deleted immediately, when I make a post, I know it's Instagram. When I've had a post up for a while and it's some kind of something like that, me trying to say, hey, go to my other accounts, but I'm trying to do it in a hush hush manner in a way, because I have to do that. And it's up for a while and then it gets deleted. That's when I know it's a troll reporting it. I do have those. I
Um,
have people that say they are my fan or friend, and then I know some of the people. So and then they steal my photos and put them on free accounts and
yeah, I'm well,
I don't get
I,
it. I
that,
don't know.
I did say that. That's the one thing I mentioned, though. I did say, I do believe I did this with you. I said that would give the credit to the photographer, because I don't like posting pictures up without the proper credit. If they, someone took a picture and they should get the credit, by all means, I'll do that. Um, a lot of times for the promote the show, I do have to, like I do take pictures for that. But as far as like putting them on any other site, I don't do that. It goes strictly to the interview that I'm doing. And I always ask, especially when I was doing my written interviews, I would ask the people like, I need like 6 or 7, 7 or 8 pictures. And they would always send them to me. It was no problem. Now with this, I just need one picture. And, if it's a headshot, that's great. I just love that picture that you posted, though. I just saw that and I'm like, that's so classy and elegant. That's really what you're about. That's the one I want to use.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was, in fact, because I had to restart the whole damn interview because of what happened to my screen here. It's weird. It's sort of weird. I'm just, you know, when I went to another live right before I brought you in, I went to another live just to see if it was just me, and I think it is just me because I didn't see the picture on the other live either. And I'm
Huh.
going like, well, that's really strange because I've never seen this before. I thought maybe it was just a glitch. I said, oh, and then I didn't know if I had known I could have done it this way. I still would have been able to see you and everything else. I would have still stayed on the other stream that I started. But yes, I agree. The thumbnail, it did seem very much like
Thank you.
to Elvira.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
David also mentions too that Instagram is shadow blocking
Mhm.
several IG accounts. So what exactly is the shadow blocking? It means that means they're not letting you post.
Shadow banning. Um,
Okay,
yeah. Yeah, I think that's what they've done to my Nightmare Toys account. So they've been doing it to a lot of horror accounts on Instagram. They're not liking you doing hashtags that have horror in it, or blood or stuff like that. Yeah, they're just what happens is they're making your post not reach all your people. So it's called shadow banning.
right. I mean, I have noticed I have noticed that. I don't think I've really experienced that so far. Like I posted your picture up, and I didn't have any problem at all. But it did seem to me that it was a little. It didn't get quite as many likes as it normally does. Because like I'm good for like 25 to 50 people liking on a post. And I know sure as hell, as soon as I posted that picture of you, I thought for sure people would be all over it because it's a great picture. But I noticed that it did seem a little bit less than normal. And so I just think it sort of sucks because I think it in some small way,
Well,
it does
maybe nobody
it,
likes
it
me
does affect your business because just what you're doing, you're promoting a business.
Yeah, I did a
Mm.
whole post and the whole thing about it on Nightmare Toys last week. It totally affects the business because we're trying to sell something, and if people aren't seeing my post to sell something, then I'm not selling anything.
Is there anything that, as far as us fans could do? I mean, we're all fans of Nightmare Toys. So, is there anything that that we could do to help you guys? To help promote you? Can we
Um,
run pictures or pictures of figures and hashtag your Nightmare Toys and all that? Would
you,
that? Do you think? I mean, it's just
if
a
you
few of
like,
us. But,
yeah, just like, share, and repost. That helps.
okay, okay.
And liking posts and going through there and sharing stuff that helps for everybody.
Let's see. Dave was mentioning. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Since your post is still visible, but the hashtag you use may not appear in hashtag results. We all like you, Kristy. Yeah, we all do. We all support you for sure. And then JJ's mentioning, well, Instagram has a filter turned on now by default that if is considered adult type content, it won't ever show up. It's sort of weird. It's like I posted that picture on my YouTube, to here, for the show, and all of a sudden, like this is the very first time this has ever happened to me that I don't have my monitor. No one's it's running, but I mean I'm running my mouse over it, and I can see that it's and everybody here can see what we're talking. They can see us talking, but I can't. It's so I'm just wondering about that. Weird. Uh, so as far as the podcast go, how's been the reception? I mean, is this something you guys had planned on doing for a while, and then you just launched it? I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, it seems pretty damn popular.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, we've been doing good with it. It's fun. And then
Um,
I go live too, so you can always go back on our YouTube, just subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can see all the videos, like Dylan's Mask Monday videos, and you can see all of the podcast videos. I also go live sometimes on Wednesdays. I didn't do it yesterday. I had some other things I needed to do, so I just did the podcast and I didn't do the live. But a lot of times I'll do the podcast on Wednesday. We do the podcast on Wednesdays, but it airs on Fridays.
uh,
And then I always do live though on YouTube. But if you miss my live, those videos are still on the YouTube. You can still go
sure.
back and watch
Yeah,
those.
replays. Uh,
Yeah. So
I know, and the signings
Instagram.
your signings are going well too. How's that been?
Yep, we've got CJ Graham coming in Saturday. So
Oh,
I'm excited.
from Friday the 13th, right?
Yeah, yeah, from part 6.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
on Saturday.
Uh, Hi, Fluff. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
The Whit Sundays are Channel Islands in Australia. I have to brag about that because I had to look it up to find that out. Uh, and Fluff is saying hello, Nightmare Kristy. Yeah, yeah.
Hello, Fluff. Fluff
Yeah.
stuff. I like that.
I know, isn't it? It's like a super cute name for it too.
Well, great
It's a really cute couple from Australia. Um, Kelly and her husband are in Australia, and they're wonderful.
I love her.
Yeah, so they call it fluff, all that fluff and stuff. It's a great channel name.
I love
Um,
Australian horror.
you love
Uh,
what?
Horror movies are good.
Australia? Yes, yes. Man, underrated, underrated.
Very underrated.
Yeah. They need to be out more because I love Australian cinema. Um, Now, have you collected any new movies yourself? You said you got a few movies in, and people, Do you ever, when people sell their movies in, they come in there and they get store credit? Do you ever just take them to the back and look through them before you put them on the shelf and going like, that one looks pretty good. Let me just, take that for the collection.
Only time I do is if it's VHS. I always look through the VHSs and see what comes in with that. But other than that, no. I'm pretty good with a lot of stuff staying in the store and me trying not to take anything.
And trying not to take it.
Good thing though, I
It's
have
like,
sell accounts with all these movie companies, so I can always just order movies like with Vinegar Syndrome and Arrow and Severin. I can get them at wholesale cost. So
right, right, right.
for
But
extra.
you would think these movie studios, these distributors, will sit there and go like, let's send Christy a box of goodies, because we want to get it on their shelves. Let me just send her like a little something something there. What are you missing?
I see a lot of them at conventions, and they're all really good to me. They're all great people. But I talk to the guys at Severin a whole lot, and Synops Films and Arrow and all them. They're all really fantastic guys and good
Now,
company.
Sever's the only company. That's the only company that I have not done business with. They slandered a friend of our communities here. They basically called him a terrorist.
Who?
Severin did.
Who? What?
Uh, yeah, we called him a terrorist. He was trying to return. He was trying to make his order right, and he went to complain about it, and because they're taking so long, and then they came back and emailed him and basically called him a terrorist. It was just like, oh, wow, really? And the thing is, Christy, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Truly, he would give you the shirt off his back if you asked him. He'd do it. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, I personally just don't like that, so I don't do business with them. Uh, yeah, it sucks. But you know what? But I like the rest of the boutiques. How are boutique sales going? I mean, are you selling a lot of the arrows and the Vinegar syndromes and the shout factories? Are those? I mean, it seems to be on the rise.
I sell them pretty good in the store. I don't sell them a whole lot too much online because that's just people just order them from them online anyway. But they're good sellers for in the store. Just walking in and having an impulse buy and wanting to buy a movie.
Let's see. Let's see. David just said he just recently discovered Wolf Creek. Love
Oh,
those movies and the series. I have the first two movies. I don't have the series. Um, Al says he worked at Suncoast back in the day. I
mm-hmm.
wanted everything.
Yes, Funkos. Hell yeah. I
uh, yep. And Fluff is saying, what makes that movie so scary is that is like that shit like that actually happened here in the outback Australia. Yeah, the true story of that, the Wolf Creek yeah, it's pretty terrifying actually. They did catch him. They
yeah.
did catch. Yeah. Uh,
Movies are great.
yep. And then David's mentioning, David, you've had the opportunity to meet several horror celebrities and host autograph signings. What one star left you completely starstruck?
Oh.
Tony Todd.
Oh. Oh, that's a good question because there's been so many. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go with when I had Linda Blair in the store.
Nice.
That that was awesome. That I yeah. I couldn't believe that. And I can say she was super sweet, tons of fun. Um I don't know. I couldn't say anything bad about Linda Blair. She was great
Do,
and
do you think do you
whole
think
time.
stars like Linda Blair, do you think what it is like they come out and they did a movie that pretty much defined them, what, and then for the rest of their career, for the most of their career, they've had to live underneath that shadow of that movie. I mean, sometimes like, during, Linda Blair had a lot of personal problems, in her career. She had some bumps and bruises. Um, do you think it's pretty much when they accept the fact that people like them for that one particular movie or role and they embrace it? Do you think that really helps them to just come to peace with it and basically become really nice people? I mean, do you think that helps?
think so. And I think to me, I think most of like the horror actors in the horror community, I think they really do embrace maybe that one movie that they were in. Like her, I mean, she's known for The Exorcist. We all like The Exorcist. Well, a lot of us like The Exorcist. So yeah, I think so. And they I don't know, there's not a whole lot of you get actors like George Clooney and the other ones that have started in horror movies and then they don't ever want to talk about that, which
Right. Yeah, because they've actually moved on and upward, and so they
but we
don't, you know.
all like them in the movie, but they don't ever want to like admit that their first movie was this, a horror movie and this, that, and the other. And a
I don't
lot of
know why.
horror
I
movies
feel really,
don't
you
know
know,
why either.
I don't get it. I mean, everybody has to start somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah. I
Um,
agree.
yeah, I mean, because Linda Blair, I mean, she not only did she do the horror movies, she also did some serious dramas too. I think what really probably derailed her career, just in my opinion, is when she started doing those like those exploitation movies. The women in prison movies. I think that's where her career got really derailed.
And
I
see,
don't
my
think.
favorite movie is Savage Streets. I love Savage Streets.
Um, I just feel like, it's just, I don't know, because before that she was like everybody's, she's America's little sweetheart, but then she started doing more roles like that, and people weren't used to seeing her on screen, drinking and smoking and cursing, and it was just
Yeah.
they're still, and it's just like, really, okay, it's a little different. I could, I understand it. She was just trying to break the stereo, the typecast, but it just would have been nice to see what she could have done if her career had been just a little bit more, you know, like she could have been a regular movie star. She could have been like a Jennifer Lopez or a Sandra Bullock or somebody like that.
Yeah. Oh
She
yeah,
definitely, yeah, she definitely had the chops. Um, let's see. Star Lord. I think just Batman and Robin was damn near close to a horror movie. Yeah, shit, no kidding. No
definitely.
kidding. Um, so yeah, you mentioned conventions. So do you guys got a full slate? Are you gonna be on the road most of the summer, and where are you guys going?
Yeah, we've got Texas Frightmare coming up. That's at the end of April. So excited for that. And then let's see. July or June, I'm not sure when. Midsummer Scream in California, we're doing that. We have Fear Fair, which is like a huge one-day event here in Vegas. I think that's in May. Um, what else have we signed up for? Oh my gosh, I can't even remember right now. I feel like I think we might sign up for Mad Monster. I think.
Now, do these conventions ever recruit you? Did they ever, same thing like I asked before, like the people come to you for, like because they know that you're the mover and shaker in Vegas. Do conventions ever come to you and ask
No.
you ask you to come to their conventions?
I have had one or two, but not all of them do. Usually, we just contact them and just say, "Hey, we want to see if we can get a booth and then we'll see if we're accepted." And like Texas Frightmare, there's a long list to be a vendor for that. There's a long list to be a vendor for Monster Palooza. We haven't been accepted for that one yet, but I like to do Monster Palooza. But there have been a few conventions, yeah, that contact us and say, "Hey, I want you to do it." And then there's other ones, that don't, and we just contact them and see if we can get in.
Have you, other than the one, has anybody ever said no so far? I find that hard to believe that they would, and
Mm,
if they're smart, they don't.
well, Monster Palooza, they haven't bumped us up on the list yet. So,
Uh, Uh oh yeah. David's saying still willing to run your East Coast based store. He offered that the first time we talked, remember?
yeah,
David
yeah,
David offered that. So he's still letting you know that him and Sam, he still has a Sam, they're willing to take over the store.
yeah.
So yeah, that's awesome. Um Yeah, I was going to say the conventions. I mean, it's going to be a lot more easier for you guys to get out there and get there and travel there and not have to worry about all the restrictions. So, I
Yeah.
mean, you can see business is going to be popping, and you're doing your in-store signing still, right?
Yeah, we're gonna take a break after this one just for a little bit because we've been doing them every month for a while now. So we're gonna take a break for just a little bit so we can
I
focus
look.
on conventions and
mm,
focus on some stuff, and then we'll get back to it later on.
That's right. You just said CJ Grams from he played Jason on the Friday the 13th.
Part six.
Um, part six. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize this until I'm doing a deep dive into the with my friend Al and Cal here. They're both in the chat. We're doing a deep dive in the Friday the 13th movies. I did not realize that every movie for a while had a different Jason in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
There's a lot of different Jasons. There's a
I
lot of
always
different
thought
too.
I, I just thought I don't know why. I just thought it was like Ari Lehman, and then I thought it was Kane Hodder. It's like
Oh,
Ari and Kane, right? But no, there's been some other people in between Kane Hodder.
well, yeah.
Uh, Nightmare Toys Lexington.
Well,
Uh,
we were already in Huntsville, Alabama, so we've already been in the South.
well, yeah, but Lexington is like it's a new place to be for horror though. Um,
JJ
it's-
has a good answer. Ted White for the win. Yep,
yeah,
totally agree with JJ.
and Al's coming behind with the Midnight Society. That's the show that we're doing where we're talking about Friday the 13th. Yeah, it's been now. How many have you seen anything? Have you seen anything new as far as like anything exciting that you're? Have you seen anything that you're excited about that's coming down the pike? Whether it be the second season of Chucky or a new horror movie or new products that you're excited to talk about or get
Mm,
to the store.
I'm excited for everything that Trick or Treat Studios is coming out with. They're coming out with tons of new figures this year, so that's going to be fun. Because they're going to do like a Motel Hell figure, and like no one's ever done that, so that's going to be cool. They're going to have a Tar Man figure. No one's done that. So they're doing a lot of figures that people haven't done yet. So that's going to be awesome. And then I mean, I'm excited for the season 2 of Chucky series, but there's really not any new movies that I'm really excited about that I can't wait, that I really want to go to the movie theater for or anything like that. I did watch a movie, I think it was it Netflix? No, Hulu. A movie that is a Hulu movie called No Exit. That was pretty good. I liked that movie. That was a brand new movie. I suggest that if you have Hulu. That was a good watch. But I don't know, I tend to, just if I'm gonna watch horror movies, I still just tend to go back to just older movies and watch
It
those.
must be hard because it's sort of like you're sort of like a chef. If you think about it, they say that you don't eat where you work at, because it just doesn't taste as good. And I can just imagine how you're surrounded by all these movies and all these figures and whatnot. But I guess it would be sort of hard for you to watch a movie, like a new movie, because not only because your attention's split. Because I know half of you is watching it as a fan, and half of you is watching it as potential merchandise, that might be coming your way for the store. If they come out with a new cool mask for Halloween Kills, or Halloween Ends, you're sitting there watching the movie, going like, okay, the movie's but that cool mask, if we get like 1,000 of those, we'll sell those out too. It's got to be sort of hard to be sort of like a split in two.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm split in 3.
Oh, what's the third one?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I was
Um,
gonna say you have to, yeah.
yeah,
Now
I mean, I don't know, I look at things I have to be honest, I still look at things more as a fan than as a business owner, to be honest.
that's good. That really is. I mean, I totally get that. That's refreshing because I think if it wasn't that way, I think I would feel bad for you, because
Well,
you know,
people, I don't. Okay, so I obviously do not like Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills. I hate it.
obviously, yes, he hates it. In case anybody misses it, Kristy
I
hates Halloween 2018.
I had gotten a lot of, I don't want to, I don't really just want to go into it anymore. It's done. We're in March now, almost April, so I don't really want to talk about that so much. But I did, and I was trying to give my opinion, which I never really give my opinions on movies. But for whatever reason, I felt very strongly about this, and people got upset with me because people were like thinking that just because I'm gonna sell 1,000 Michael Myers masks that I should be liking the movie.
Yeah, see, that's bullshit. You're
No,
entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to yeah. It's you dealing with the split. You seeing the movie like split like that. That's on you.
I'm excited I sold the mask. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
It's fantastic. But I also don't like the movie though either.
right. But you know what? So what? So what? I mean, you're not. It's not. You're not there to. Like, wow. I'm only gonna sell what I personally like. Well, you know what? If everybody did that, we wouldn't be. There'd be a lot of stores that'd be closed now.
Yep. You are so right because this is what I did. When I opened Nightmare Toys, of course, like when I first started ordering stuff, and I didn't know what to order. So I was ordering stuff that I knew I liked. And then I had to learn after a while, okay, I need to stop just ordering things that I think that I like and that I think that everybody else is going to like. And I've got to really expand and start ordering this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I can't just do that.
Well, my
You're
only,
right.
I only see one flaw in that logic. I only see one small flaw, and that is, I wish the hell you would have ordered more Black Phillips because I have not been able to find a Black Phillip doll, and I'm sitting there going like, this is, I'm living vicariously through your Black Phillip.
The thing is, when that came out, we ordered, I think, maybe a case or two. And you never know how popular something's going to be when you pre-order something. Didn't know. I wish I ordered 20 cases of it, but I didn't because I didn't know it would be
Yeah.
popular. I didn't know it was going to sell. So I ordered my 2 cases and it sold out like that. And then now it's vaulted. So now
Uh,
they vaulted it. Now you can't get it unless you try to get it on
uh,
Amazon or eBay or something.
see, Jennifer's here. She loves Black Phillip, and she loves me talking about it. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Hi, Jennifer. Uh, uh, look how cute that is. All right, I'm gonna get one of those. So I'm gonna find that. I am gonna find it. I'm gonna find
I'm
it
sure you find one somewhere. Maybe they'll
somewhere.
come back out with it. Sometimes they do that. Funko gets real weird. They'll vault something and they'll vault it for like 2-3 years, and then all of a sudden, boom, here it is again.
Oh, okay. Is that what they're doing?
They do
Okay. You know
that.
what? I hope they actually keep to that. I hope they keep to that business line because I know when Beanie Babies came out, that's what they did initially. They would make just a certain amount of Beanie Babies. Do you remember this when I'm sure some of the older folks in the chat here will remember this when they made the Princess Diana doll.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Princess Diana Care Bear or the Beanie Baby. Oh my gosh, there were lines around the block to try to get that.
The
There'd
Princess
be
Diana.
fights. There'd be fights trying to get it,
Mm-hmm.
and so I mean, people were like, they were like selling their car to get it, because it was worth a lot of money, and so everybody went and collected it, and then the owner of the company, he just said, you know what, I'm just mass produce everything. And overnight, people who Beanie Babies that were at one time they were worth tens of thousands of dollars suddenly just became worth, like they became worthless because anybody could get a rare doll anytime they wanted to, and it's sort of so I didn't know that's what Funko Pop did. I just thought maybe they just sold it out and it's just out of print or out of order. Oh, that's interesting. Davis saying Black Phillip is hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, $80 and upwards. I don't have $80 to spend on Black Phillip. No, no, I can't do that. But
That
what
one
is?
was $11.99 to begin with.
Yeah, see, I could do that. What's been your favorite piece that you got in your collection? Has anything changed since we last talked? What's your favorite? Your personal favorite find that you've gotten.
My recent thing that I've posted recently is my Killer Clowns dresser that I won.
Oh, you won. How
Yeah,
how did how did you do that?
his how do you say it? Tobias Wood something on Instagram. I can't remember the whole name. Anyway, so he was at a convention I was at, and he did a raffle for this dresser, and I won.
Nice, nice.
So
That's
it's
now.
signed by everybody from Killer Clowns, signed by the whole cast and everybody, and it's really cool. You can go
The,
on my
the
Instagram and check it out. I just posted about it the other day.
uh oh, Al he just did something. He says, "Glad I got Philip when he came out." Oh, is that the case, huh? Holding out on me, Al, huh? All right, we'll be talking about that. Oh, yeah, no. uh, yeah, that's cool. Have you guys doing any giveaways? Have you guys doing any in-store giveaways or anything like that? Or you guys really don't need to do that because you guys are so popular.
We've done giveaways like on Instagram and stuff, but I haven't done one recently. We did some at Christmas time on
Oh,
Instagram.
okay. I'm just sort of blown away how people got mad at you about the Michael Myers thing. I'm just thinking, wow, they don't understand. It's like they must be teenagers or younger if they don't understand the business aspect of it.
Oh, that's not.
Uh,
I could be here all day telling you all kinds of things that people get mad at me about.
uh,
They're just
oh, I
crazy.
bet you, I bet you, I bet you putting limit on the stock, on what they can purchase. I bet that's probably the first thing they get really mad at. But you know what? Like I said before, thank you for doing that because resellers are it's horrible. It's horrible. They buy everything and then they put it up and they charge so much more for it. Hi V, hi Echo. We were talking to Kristy Adams, the
Oh,
owner of Nightmare Toys in Las
hi.
Vegas.
How are you?
Um, St. Patrick's Day to everybody. St. Patrick's Day. Hello, Merry St. Patrick's Day. I was actually surprised, actually, when I offered the spot to you. I was sort of thinking, I don't know if she'll probably do this because I'm thinking, it's probably the store will be probably pretty busy.
I
Call it a bit of a party day, and people are probably getting out. I mean, are you guys open to your normal hours for today, or did you close a little early, or open a little later?
No, we're open normal hours, 10 to 7.
Wow. Oh,
I have
only
a couple keys. I don't I don't have to be there every day.
yeah. I was gonna ask you how much do you work the floor now? Do you ever work the floor? You ever get behind a register or do people
No,
ever
they
come in
took
and
my
ask
number
you?
out of there. We hired a whole bunch of people, and they ended up taking my number out of there, so I don't ever ring people up or anything. I go in and do the podcast and the live and do some other stuff, but yeah, I've got plenty of people that kind of do every.
People come in asking for
Yeah.
you?
Yes, all the time, and they get really upset when I'm not there.
It's so awesome. And you got a new calendar, right? You have a new calendar out for 2020. No, didn't you shoot one for 2022? No. Okay. Oh, okay. Um, oh, Echo says his real name is Patrick. Oh, okay. Yeah. Happy Saint Echo Day.
There you go.
That's awesome. Uh, so what's next for Nightmare Toys? I mean, obviously we're waiting for the bar to open up, and for you to get your kitchen going up. And you found out all about the red tape for the liquor license. How hard has that liquor license been to get?
Um,
Uh,
I don't really take care of any of that. Philip takes care of all that kind of
okay,
stuff. So I don't
okay,
know.
yeah. Now, did you decide what your menu's going to be for the restaurant?
We're doing Southern food and bar food.
Okay, okay. So you're gonna have a chef in there for sure.
Yeah,
That'll be okay. That'd be
that's
awesome.
another thing hard to find as a cook right now too.
Is it hard to find?
Yeah.
Wow, because Vegas is it's a culinary center. I mean, there's a lot of great chefs that work in your town.
Well, I mean, there's an ongoing problem across the board that no one wants to work though, because everybody's getting checks from the government, so no one wants to go to work.
And no one's not sending me nothing.
Sorry if I just made everybody mad by saying that, but it's the truth.
No, I don't get any money
A lot
from
of
it.
companies, a lot of businesses are hurting because no one can get employees. Nobody can get anybody to work.
Yeah,
Who
I
wants to work? If you can
uh
sit at home drawing a check, why would you want to go to work?
yeah. David's saying here, I would selfishly want to see Kristy if I ventured out to Vegas. I've met her and Phillip a couple of times at Scarefest.
Yeah, Scarefest was fun. I love Scarefest. That's a good convention.
Okay, so now that I know that, now next time David's going to go out there, you know what you need to do, David. Bring him back or don't come back at all. No, bring me Phillip. Uh, uh, do people ever come in and they want your picture and they want their autographs? I mean, have you adjusted to that when people want that sort of attention? Is that sort of like, do you feel really sort of strange to that, or you think it's refreshing?
Both. Both. I still feel like, why does everybody want a picture with me and why does anybody want my autograph? I still feel that in my head. But people do, and it does make me feel good about myself, obviously. And I love it. It makes me so happy that people want that. And a lot of people say, that my pictures and my posts and all that on my social medias make their day. And that's
Yeah.
all I want to do is make everybody's day and everybody just be happy and positive, and we all just love horror and be happy and merry. So yeah.
Yeah, you're wide open. I mean, you don't hide anything. You have you made no bones about it when you celebrated your birthday. You turned 43, and you said, "Hey, I'm 43, and I I'm doing great. I feel great. I eat clean. I exercise. You don't go out there and booze it up or smoke it up. I know you said you used to
How
smoke.
do you know?
You said last time you said you used to smoke, but you don't anymore. And
No,
then
I do
huh,
smoke. I smoke
you do
pot.
now? I thought you said you didn't.
No.
Oh gosh, I have to go back and listen. I thought you said you quit.
No.
Okay.
No
Uh, uh,
smoking.
uh, uh, but you said okay. You still exercise though.
No, I'm lazy.
What? I can't see you being lazy. Uh, uh, and stay in the shape that you do. No. Uh, is there anything popping in Vegas? Is there anything new in Vegas that has caught yours and Philip's eye as far as that could help your business? Like, have you noticed that new film productions been coming up, and new films are being made, new companies are coming in, and do they ever ask you to pop up on their show? Like Pawn Stars or that one show that they did in Vegas. I forget it. I
Pawn
forgot what it is.
Stars?
Is that what it is?
I don't think
Pawn.
Pawn Stars is on anymore, is it? I'm
I
not even
don't know.
sure.
That was a. Oh, hey, Derek. See, we were just talking about Derek earlier, but here he is. This is the guy Halloween PDX. He's the reason why you had a Halloween decoration shortage.
Oh.
He buys everything as Halloween. He's the one to blame.
Oh, okay. Well, we're
Yes,
blaming you then.
yes. Hey, Steven, how are you? Yeah. Okay. See, he says I saw this thing on YouTube where people for weeks imagined doing arm curls and they made themselves stronger.
There you go.
God, yeah.
I
So
was
yeah,
in
back to
Vegas
back
for
back
17
back.
years, so I'm lazy now.
So I mean, back to Vegas. Has people come to you and ask you to be part of any of their projects? As far as like
But
you,
I mean, not really.
no. I think that'll probably happen this summer for you. I think.
Could be.
Yeah, because you're not going to go out to you're just going to do a limited a convention schedule though, right? You're not going to be out there like full time this summer. You're just going to go like do 3 or 4. Okay.
No, we'll just do a few conventions. Yeah, that the traveling's a lot for us with us being in Vegas, and you've got to I mean, just going to Texas is a 2-day trip. So it's a lot of traveling. So yeah, we'll just do a few conventions, not a whole lot. And probably not so much. The only I know I've talked about with Phillip, we need to go to the East Coast, but if we did, it would be one convention. I would have to pick one convention to go to, and that's it, because that's way too much of a drive for us. Just too
Well,
far.
I think there's a convention in Lexington, Kentucky. I,
Yeah, the Scare Fest. Yeah.
yeah, well, there you go. Let's see. Hi, John. Doomsday Crypt is here. Greetings, greetings. Glad you're here. Uh, um,
Hello.
yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for showing up, John. Appreciate that so much. Um, yeah, this is a lot of fun. I'm always interested in seeing what you guys are doing next. I mean, the store's just booming along. I mean, things are going really well for you guys. And you
Yeah.
know what? It really couldn't happen to a nicer person.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure everybody agrees with that.
Well, my thing is, I want everybody to know that I'm a collector and I'm a fan, just like everybody else. So I care.
Right. And you're entitled to have an opinion too. So, that's for sure.
You
Now,
know the weird
speaking of
stuff, I'm
conventions,
not sure why. People ask my opinion all the time, and then I give it. Like, this happened a lot on Facebook, which I'm not on Facebook anymore. But I'd give my opinion finally on a movie, and then people would just be appalled at my opinion. It's like, well, why are you asking me?
oh no, I get it. I get it. That's what happens. It's like they want to be validated that if Chrissy thinks it's great, then and I think it's great, then it validates me because a celebrity is endorsing what I think too, and I think there's some people are like that. You
Yeah.
know, they want to feel like, wow, if they like it and I like it, then it's one and the same. And I can understand them getting their feelings hurt too. Like, it's like, don't ask if you don't want to know the answers.
I know
That's
I've
how
hurt people's feelings about the whole Halloween stuff. I know I have. And I know I've probably upset some people, and some people have probably unfollowed me because I don't like Halloween kills. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry
no.
that I don't like it. And then people think I'm not a Michael Myers fan because I don't like it. Oh, that's totally untrue. I have tons of Michael Myers collectibles. If you watch my Instagram, you know I do. I
I
love
you know
Michael
you
Myers.
now
I'm very strong but not liking these though. I'm just very
you,
strong about it.
you know what's weird, and this is gonna sound really weird, but this is honest to God truth. Sometimes when you take your pictures, right, and you're sitting there and you're like, and you're saucy. The thing is, though, is I see you in there, right? But I'm always looking at what you have behind you. And I've
Exactly.
commented, I've commented
Things
to
that
you
I
a
want
few
y'all
times.
to do.
And I've commented a few times on that. I'm going like, oh, that Pennywise looks really cute behind you. Where'd you get that at? And I'm sure you're thinking, wait a minute, I'm sitting here in this really cool outfit, and you're asking me about damn Pennywise?
No. No, 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 no. No, I like that. I like that. And a lot of people are like that with me. They're like, "Oh, yeah, you're hot, but I really like this thing behind you too." But
Yeah,
that's what I want y'all to do. I don't want to just be me sexy photo. Although, every now and then I might throw that in there. I want to have my collection behind me so you have all kinds of things to look at. And if you don't give a shit about me, then just look behind me and look at all my stuff. So I have both of that in a photo for everybody to enjoy. That's my thought process when I post and do pictures. Like, okay, so I'm going to do this in a sexy outfit, but all my stuff's going to be behind me. So if they don't
yeah,
care what I'm doing, they can at least look behind me. And I get that all the time. I get, oh, I could be wearing a bikini and someone be like, just like you just said, oh man, that Michael Myers Funko Pop is really cool.
yeah. We're
That's
yeah. Where,
funny.
where's Sam? Where's Sam hiding at? Can you
I
can you
want you
can
to
you?
like my collection and I want you to like me and I want you to like all of it. So that's why I try to post pictures like that to, for everybody. I don't want to just do sexy photos. That's boring. Or I think it's boring. I
Well,
want to
I think the guys might disagree with that. I mean, I don't
well,
think
yeah,
anybody's gonna get tired of
maybe
that.
some people might disagree. Well, then I do my t-shirt photos. I have a huge t-shirt collection, so then I do my t-shirt photos. It's kind of showing you t-shirt collection and sexiness all at the same time, and there you go.
Uh,
Let's
do
hope
you
you eat
do you
salad.
do you think Vegas? I mean, does Vegas have their own horror convention, Christy?
Days of the Dead was here. I'm not sure what he's doing right now at this moment because he did announce that he wasn't going to do Vegas anymore, and now the show is going to be in LA. But people bitched about that, and recently, I think he made a post that he might go ahead and bring the show back here. So I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. But other than that, it was just really that. They we're doing a little thing called Fear Fair. It's just a 1 day thing. It's not really like a convention. It's just like a 1 day event fair type thing. But
Hmm.
that's about it. Vegas needs more conventions as far as horror goes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's. I can't understand why would you move from Vegas to LA when you get swallowed up there, whereas Vegas, I would think that you would have a more of a captive audience there. I think Vegas is booming so well that I think a convention would be just incredibly. I think it would be incredibly done well. I
Yeah,
mean, I think you would have a big crowds, no problem.
yeah, yeah. I would.
Um,
Yeah, and I don't know. It's strange here. It
um,
is.
let's see. I'm looking here at the chat here. Let's see. It's like a model on the car in the old '80s calendars. Yeah, you look at the calendar and there's a beautiful car and there's a beautiful girl sitting on top of it, but you want to see the beautiful car.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Doomsday says he's actually bought two of the Halloween three. She has hanging from her. Do you have anything from Halloween three on you?
Oh, I have my entire Halloween 3 collection behind me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Michael Myers is a door salesman. You should answer him sometimes. Okay. He sells pretty kitchenware. Yeah, I hear he sells.
Does he? I need
Yeah, I
some
hear
new
he sells. I hear he's a great sale. I hear he sells like hatchets and mallets and knives and stuff like that.
could use some new.
Jennifer says she didn't appreciate it either. Whoops, I missed that. Uh, let's see. Oh, she says that Philip looks mad.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I see. I don't know. I think that's probably what she meant. She didn't. You didn't. Okay, I don't know exactly what she meant, but if you had liked it, though, that is your opinion. I'm watching your channel because I want to know what you think. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Whether you like it or not, if you want to know what somebody else is thinking, that's great. It's like you came there to hear their opinion. You can't get mad when they give it. If you're
Right.
there, if you're asking, or you going to look, and this is what they're doing. You can't sit there and get mad at it. You can just sit there. You can sit there, and just like, okay, maybe it's not your opinion, but there's no reason to attack anybody for it.
No, I hate that when people attack. We shouldn't attack each other for our opinions on the movies. We all like scary movies, so we all should just, discuss them without yelling at each other and saying, "Oh, you're wrong," and "No, you're wrong," and I hate that. And that was another reason why I got off Facebook because it just got so bad in groups and stuff. Everybody
I don't
yelling at
know.
each other.
I
I
Yeah, I
hate
don't.
that. I will
Yeah,
never. I'm not going to
I don't.
argue with anybody about a movie. I won't do it. I will not argue about it. Once it starts getting a little heated, I'm done because it's just not worth it to me. I won't argue and I won't hate on people for whatever they like or hate. And like with the Halloween stuff, yeah, there was some people I'm sure that were very upset with my opinion, but there were other people that loved the movies but think that my opinion was funny, and now it's kind of like a running joke between us and we can laugh about it, and that's cool, and it is, and I'm laughing at myself for hating it so much. So
It's,
so
it's
just be
again,
fun.
you find yourself like being an influencer. Basically what it is. People when people come to you and they want to know what you think of something. It's basically what you're doing. Well, your answer is going to be influencing what they're going to do. Like if Christy says she likes Halloween Kills, then I'm going to like it because she liked it. Or maybe hopefully, if that's the case, they'll come out and buy some stuff from you. That's a bonus.
Yeah. Of course.
Um, let's see. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. John saying here, Patrick always attacks me for my love of Halloween '78. I don't attack anybody. They always come to me because I say Halloween '78 is boring as hell, and then as soon as I say that, I just get jumped on. It's like, what do you mean Halloween's boring as hell? I like it's boring as hell. What can I say? It's like it's Halloween 2. It's much better. Halloween 3 was the best. Um, Star Lord says he tends to like things everybody hates. Um, uh, yeah, there was. I mean, yeah, there's some people like that. I mean, they like to go counterculture. They like to go counterclockwise. I'm like that too. Like I don't like A24 films for the most part. I just think they're overhyped, and a lot of times they just don't deliver. And so that's just my opinion. And I happen to think another film company does a much better job. They produce much better films, and they're a lot more effective. And so we go round and around on that. But you know what? It's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun, and that's really what you need. It's really what you just want to do. You just want to have fun. Um, so is there anything? That you want to bring up and talk about as far as promoting anything to what you're doing?
Only we're not right now. There's not a whole lot that's going on except for going to the convention. So if anybody's going to Texas Frightmare, come by the booth and come see us. Um, let's see. I'm bringing some new 8x10s to get autographed. This one, I'm actually doing something special. I haven't done this yet, so I'm bringing a couple risque photos that I will have available at Texas
Mhm.
Frightmare. I haven't done that, so
Uh-huh.
we'll see how that goes. And then we'll have some exclusive. We'll have some Funko Pops and some other items that I've been getting or hoarding, I should say, that you can't get anywhere that we'll have at Texas Frightmare. Um, and
No,
then
yeah, see, oh, see, see, that's what I love about you, David. See, that's why you're my favorite YouTuber because you see the things I see it. You're my favorite because I do. I just think they're overhyped. But let me ask you this question. If I'm not mistaken, and then you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but Funko Pops, can't you commission a Funko to make a doll that you want, like say like for Nightmare Toys? Can't you contact them and ask them to create you a figure? Like your four group, you, Phillip, and the other two folks. Could you make those pops and
no.
no?
Uh,
Okay.
no, it is not that easy. So we have called Funko a long time ago because we would like to have our own exclusive Funko Pop, obviously, like a Hot Topic or an FYE Funko Pop.
Right.
Uh, we are not big enough for that. They
Wow.
have rules. They have rules on that. We're not big enough. We only have one store. We don't order enough. We would
Hmm.
have to order about $30,000 at the very least of Funko Pops to do that. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's right.
So
I,
that
I was I was thinking maybe like 3,000 or something because you could
no,
blow that out quick.
no, it doesn't work that way. I
Um,
wish.
because I was gonna say it would be awesome to take on the road with you to conventions
That
if you
would
could order. Yeah, that would be really cool.
be, but yeah, it doesn't work that way. I wish, but you have to be pretty big, like Hot Topic and Walmart and all that to have exclusive stuff. So
When is the I'm gonna wrap this up here with you. But let's talk about what day is the podcast? Is it set every week? When does it air?
it most of the time it should be airing every Friday.
Every Friday. Okay. So not any particular time, but just on Friday itself, right?
Yeah, I think Philip he schedules it or whatever. I'm not sure. He usually tries to get it going like early in the morning. But remember, we're on Pacific time though, so
Okay.
our morning would be somebody else's afternoon. but
Right, right, right.
it's always usually every Friday. I mean, there's been times like when we were at Cult Classic this past time, we couldn't. There was no Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi sucked the entire weekend, and we couldn't get it posted the entire weekend, and we had to wait until we got back to post it. So when things like that happens, but it's supposed to be Fridays. I told him to put our podcast out today, though, with it being because we talked about Leprechaun yesterday. So I told him to put it out today. I don't know if he did or not. I didn't pay any attention to that.
Yeah, everybody's doing Leprechaun today. It's like I mean, like, and the thing about it is, it's not even all that great of a franchise. It's sort of like the first couple of ones are funny, but after that, it's like. But everybody's doing the Leprechaun, the franchise rankings and stuff, and it's funny because you go to most of these channels that are doing it, and they're pretty much going like, yeah, we're doing it because it's St. Patrick's Day, but it's not really a great franchise. It's like, okay, I guess that's what you want to do. I just John, what John? Huh?
I disagree.
John says Patrick and I disagree on Halloween '78. Not worth arguing. I respect his opinion, even if he's 100% wrong. Oh, see what I have to deal with. See, that's this that hurts my feelings, John. And
I
then let
love
me go.
78 too, and I think that's probably why I'm so strongly of not liking what they're doing now with the new stuff. And I like how it's a little bit slower paced because that makes him mysterious. And now
Well,
it's
but
so
now
fast
that
and all this stuff going on. And it's like, I hate it.
I will have to say, ever since that we had our interview with Sandy Johnson, when she said that about Michael Myers, I have to admit my opinion, not towards '78, because that's just you can't save that movie. That movie can't be saved. But Halloween 2 is actually like the true first story to me now, because it's like you see that movie and then you transfer it to Halloween 3 and the possibilities that they could go with that as far as influencing the franchise now. That's exciting to me. It's like, if it's handled right, it really could be it could be really cool. Could be cool.
I heard somebody said somewhere that they were going to redo part 3, and I hope they don't leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Well, yeah, they put Easter eggs. They're trying to bring in Halloween 3 into the Michael Myers canon, and I
Yeah,
think that would be exciting. That would
I
be
know
exciting.
a lot of people have had that theory about Halloween 3 and Michael Myers. And it's a good theory. I think, that could be cool. But they could just be doing the little Halloween 3 Easter eggs just cuz. Just leave
Yeah,
it and
I
say,
like to
"Hey,
believe. I like to
Halloween
believe that
3."
they're going to do. I like
I
to
don't
believe they're going to run with it.
I hope so. We'll see.
Yep. See, they're doing. What was your impression on the Scream? Did you like Scream 5?
Yeah, I like Scream 5. I thought, it's a Scream movie. I went in knowing how a Scream movie goes, and it did exactly. It was predictable, just like they all are, and you pretty
Yeah,
much figure out who the killer is. And
they are.
you
They
know,
are, aren't they?
and, I didn't dislike it at all because I mean, yeah, it's what I thought, what it was going to be, and the storyline was decent. It made some sense, and it was cool, and yeah, it was decent.
I
It's
thought
not
there were.
great.
The only thing I thought was for sure that was going to change from it. You're right. I just thought. I guessed the wrong on what character they were going to kill. I knew they were going to kill a character. I thought it was going to be Courtney Cox.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
I
thought that
would
was
have
not
liked
going to
it
be her.
again, but but yeah.
Um, let's see. If they do that Halloween, would it be considered a prequel?
I don't know. And I love part 2. I love
Me
part
too.
Halloween part
Part
2.
two is it's a really good movie. It's brutal too.
I love hospital movies. Like, I have a thing for hospital stuff.
Gosh,
And
hospital movies. Well, we were just talking about the other day, and I was thinking about one because we're talking about on another channel. They did a dive on Scanners, and I was thinking Mike Ironside, and where Scanners was the first time I ever saw him. I know he did a movie in '79 called Visiting Hours, and he
yes.
played a killer. But I hear his character was pretty bad. I mean, it was like it just really wasn't acted out well. Wasn't written well, so it was sort of silly. But I do remember that movie, and because Lee Grant was in the movie, and she was in the '70s. She was actually a pretty respected star, pretty well respected star. So so it got it's a little bit of a cachet there,
Yeah.
but I do remember that. As far as other hospital movies,
X-Ray.
X-Ray, gosh, um, I see more movies based in hospitals or asylums or whatnot. Haunted houses or haunted hospitals or whatnot. But listen, I want to thank you so much, Kristy. This has been fun again. You came out and thank you for giving up your St. Patrick's Day for us.
Yeah.
And so delightful. And I hope that when we talk again, when we will, that you'll have your restaurant and bar up and running. That'll be exciting to talk about. And we'll catch up maybe after the summer's over with and see how your convention season went.
Yeah,
And
that's great.
that'll be fun. And then we'll roll into fall and see what's coming out. See how see if there's anything new, any new toys or figures or anything else that we should be knowing about as collectors.
Yeah.
I should probably offer real quick here. I will open up the chat real quick. If you guys have some questions for Kristy, go ahead and drop them in. I'll take the first. I'll take the first 5 or 6 questions that you guys have before we go. So if you have any questions for Kristy, go ahead and drop them.
You can ask me whatever
You can ask her whatever you want. Just don't get me shadow banned.
yeah, we don't need to be shadow banned.
Yeah. Show us the pictures you're going to take down to Texas Nightmare. No. We will drop all your social media links just like we did last time. Your interview, by the way, your first interview is done very, very well for me. I appreciate that so much. You are now the 7th most popular interview that I've done.
Oh, awesome! Yay!
Yeah, and yeah, it's really fun to watch you. It's really fun watching your numbers go up. It's like, oh, Kristy passed somebody else out, and it's really fun to see. Let's see. I'm sure I am. Oh, Derek's saying he's super shadow banned. You know what? You and me both, Derek. But I think Derek's a little bit more outspoken than I am. Even though him and I think alike. It seems like everybody is these days. You know what? I think I am a little shadow banned too, honestly. I think I am now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm thinking a lot of my, like your picture when I posted it up on my page, I thought people would just be swarming over that because it's a beautiful picture of a beautiful lady, and you think that they'd be all over it, but it didn't really happen out that way.
Yeah, it's weird what Instagram is doing. Like for businesses, like the Nightmare Toys stuff, what they're wanting to do is they want everybody to pay. Is what they're wanting to do. So if you pay, you'll get shown.
Derek's saying he's got 2 strikes on his Instagram for what? Man, you know what? Everybody's talking about freedom, like everybody's talking about the freedom convoys and whatever. You know what? We lose so much freedom and these dumb. I'll just say this right out. They're dumb fucks. They're sitting over there. I want my freedom. You know what? You're so stupid. You're so stupid. You don't even realize your freedoms are being taken away from you, even as you speak. I read today that in Texas, Texas has pulled from libraries 130 books.
Yeah.
130 books they pulled from the library shelves.
Yep.
Now, where are the truck drivers down for that? Where are the truck drivers for that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Facebook is censoring, and the thing is, and the thing with Instagram is censoring. Of course, they didn't do any of that when our last president was in office, but they're doing it now. They're doing it now, but they didn't do it when Trump was president. But they're doing it now. That's not coincidence.
It's crazy.
Teachers are being threatened with arrest and being fired if they teach history. There's your freedom. That's what's happening to your freedom.
Yeah.
You're worried about a vaccination shot, and you don't see you're looking at the white little dot on the white paper, but you're missing everything else because you focus on one little thing.
Yep.
So, hey, CV, welcome in, sir. Welcome in.
Hey.
I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that happened to you, Derek. All right. I guess no one had any questions, or they asked them already. Kristy, thank you again so much. I'll let you go, and we'll stay right where you're at. Thank you again to the chat for hanging out with us. I didn't get to do this before, but I'll do this now real fast. As far as our calendar goes, Saturday, I'll be on Gore Show with Keith. We'll be talking about Phantasm. That's on the 19th. The Midnight Society, we're talking about Friday the 13th, part 4. We'll be on Al Descartes' channel. And then next Tuesday, I'll be here by myself, maybe with a couple of guests. Who knows? We're going to talk about our first 100 shows. Your show number 106, by the way, Kristy, this show. So we talk about our first 106 shows. We'll talk about our highlights, some of our favorite guests, some of our favorite moments. And then on the 23rd, we have filmmaker Destiny Sora. Sora will be here. She's got a new film she's made in her directing debut called Christmas Slasher. That'll be here on the 23rd. Next Thursday, a week from today, we'll be having the lovely Devaney Penn will be here with us. She is a screen queen. She's a really terrific actress, and she's also drop dead gorgeous, and she's got an awesome husband too, Brendan Slagle. He's also a filmmaker. And then on the 25th of a week from March 25th, a special Friday show with actress Sadie Katz. She'll be here with us next Friday on the 25th. Sadie Katz will be here on 8 Questions With. That's right. So we got some great guests coming on. So we hope that you'll come out and continue to support us. I really appreciate it. And if you're stick around for like 25 minutes or so, I'll be back here for the midnight hour. We will be I'm hosting the midnight hour tonight because Hobbs and Katie are both moving. So I'm picking up the freight. So come on back in about 30 minutes and we'll rock it out. All right. That's it for me. And I will see you guys later. Peace. All right. Stay right where you're at, Kristy.